With my history of Pokemon, I've caught and seen a variety of different shiny Pokemon throughout the games. What is going on, my Pokemon Masters? Mr.Typhlosion here with a different style of video for today. Today I'm going to be showing my top 5 favorite shiny Pokemon that I've caught throughout the history of the Pokemon games, in my case. So feel free, before I start the video, to comment your favorite shiny Pokemon and how you caught it, if you caught it, down below, or your favorite shiny Pokemon that you so happen to miss out on getting. Just leave that in the comment section down below, and here we go with the countdown. I would have to say at number 5 would be Starly from the Sinnoh-Dex, and first featured in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Now, I remember it vividly. It was about 2 days after the release of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and I was playing the game religiously at my house. Just as kids do, I stayed up really late, probably around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, when I so happened to be talking to one of my friends on the phone. We were playing the game because we had bought it together, and we were recalling our journey so far, when all of a sudden I was going through the early stages of the grass level when a shiny Starly appeared, and it was a brown color, and I had to double take at my DS in awe. I was really surprised that I found a shiny Pokemon right at pretty much the beginning of the game. It was just really cool. I love Starly. He's one of my top favorite bird type Pokemon. I love Staraptor. I love the design. I just love everything about it, and just to have a shiny one under my notch in my belt, you know, that was really cool. So Starly, you take number 5, my good friend. Now for the number 4 slot, it's actually a pretty funny story. Now from number 4, it's gonna be Gligar. Now I used to call this one Old Blue, and for a good reason, because for Gligar the shiny sprite is a blue color. So the story is, I was at my friend's house and we had stayed up really late again. Turns out my friend had a GameCube, but he didn't have the right cords to connect the GameCube to the TV, so we had to grab some cord from, I think it was a PlayStation 2, and somehow Jimmy rigged it to put it on the back of the GameCube to plug it into the TV. And granted, we were playing the game, it actually worked, but it was in black and white, it wasn't in color. So we were cool with that, we were playing Pokemon Coliseum in black and white, so we were like, yeah, what's up, man? And so we're all playing our games respectively on the Game Boy Advance SP. Now my buddy, he had one of these, the newer edition SPs, where you can make the light really, really, really bright. And I don't know if you guys remember those, but it kind of distorts the color just a little bit and makes everything like a lighter hue. And so I was going through the Safari Zone, just lollygagging around, just doing whatever, when all of a sudden this Pokemon appears, and I didn't look at it when it entered the screen, so there was no way I could see the stars. And so once I looked back at my DS, at my SP, I looked at my screen and I seen a blue Gligar, and I look at it, and before I do anything, I turn and look at my friend. My friend's name is Alex. And I go, Alex, what color is Gligar? And he looks at me and he's like, I think it's purple. And then I pause for a minute, and then I'm like, why is this one blue? And then, we start freaking out, and I start throwing Pokeballs at it. And I don't know if you guys remember the Safari Zone, but the Safari Zone, it's really hard to catch some Pokemon sometimes. And I was really surprised that I found a shiny in the Safari Zone and caught it. So that was really cool. Gligar, you take number 4, because you're good, Old Blue. I miss you. At number 3, I have another blue shiny Pokemon, and this one is Routes. Now, cool story about Routes. Not as interesting as the one about Gligar, but still nonetheless pretty rare. So I was playing Pokemon Emerald, and I had restarted the game in hopes to get a shiny starter. So I was restarting my game, I think about 5 times, and I've never had the capacity to actually sit there and just do that, reset the game hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times and go through the title screen, or you save it right before the professor and just do all that sequence over and over again. I never had the time span to, the attention span to do that. So I did it about 5 times, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I don't want to do this. So I played through the game normally, and the first route that I go to, well, you get through doing the sequences, you get the Pokeballs from Brendan or May, whoever you decided to be, whatever gender you were. I was always May, so I got my Pokeballs from Brendan. I proceeded to the next town, Petalsburg, when the first Pokemon I find is not only a route, which is already rare in that game, but it was a shiny route. And I just freak out. I'm just like, I couldn't get a shiny starter, but I get a shiny route. Even better. I was totally happy with that. I evolved it into a Gardevoir. Gardevoir stayed with me for a long time until I got rid of my Pokemon Emerald and all my other Game Boy Advance type games. So I don't have them anymore, unfortunately. But Gardevoir, you're still in my heart. Gardevoir, you were awesome. So Gardevoir, you got number 3. At the number 2 spot holds a warm place in my heart, just like the rest of these guys. But number 2 is it was really hard to place this one at number 2. But number 1 is number 1 for a reason. So for number 2, we have Pidgey. Pidgey, oh my god, where do you start? Pidgey is like the OG of the bird Pokemon. Like, Pidgey was there. Pidgey was number 1 main, and we all love Pidgeot, man. I mean, there's some people out there, I don't know why they don't like Pidgeot, because Pidgeot's cool, and he got his Mega respectively. But in Fire Red, I was playing this game, and the story was, I was on the bus with my friend Alex again. Me and Alex spent a lot of time together, okay? So I was on the bus with my friend Alex, and we were playing Pokemon, and we were heading towards school. And this was in 8th grade. And one day, his girlfriend got really mad because he would, sit with me instead of her on the bus occasionally. He would divide his time. So this day she got really mad. He gets up, he goes sits with her, and I'm a little mad because I wanted to hang out with my friend and all, but I had to suck it up because that was his girlfriend or whatever. So I'm angrily playing my Pokemon game. I am in Cerulean City, and I head south, where the Pokemon breeder is, and there's like a couple of patches of grass. I think there's like 3 patches of grass. So I, proceed down the ledges. I don't know what I was just angrily playing, so I was just doing anything. And as soon as I jump over one of the ledges, I hit into a battle, and then, I'm just like, whatever about it. And I look at my screen, and the Pidgey pops up, and I'm like, whatever, it's a Pidgey. But then you see the stars, and you're just like, oh, everything changes. And I look up immediately, and I want to grab him, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a shiny, Alex, it's a shiny! And then I can't, because he's with his girlfriend. So bottled up emotions were just inside me, and I was like, Pidgey, oh my god, I got a Pidgey! Oh, but it was a gold color. It was so nice, it was so pretty. And I evolved it into a Pidgeot, to which I named it Dive Bomber, because Pidgeot's animation in Fire Red and Leaf Green was this, he does like this spin in the air, and he like shoots down towards this bottom of the screen, and then he comes back up. And so I named him Dive Bomber. And it was really cool. I mean, I don't have these guys anymore. I sold all my Game Boy Advance games a long time ago, so that's where most of these shiny Pokemon went. But unfortunately, I don't have them, but they're still in my heart. And they'll be there. I love those guys. And finally, for the number 1 spot. Now, you guys have heard me ramble on for about 10 minutes about how I love each and every one of these Pokemon on this list, and I do. They're my favorite, and that's why I'm making this list. These are my favorite shiny Pokemon that I've encountered and caught and raised and just fell in love with, and they're there. They're the OGs of my shiny Pokemon, and believe me, I have a plethora of shiny Pokemon that I've caught. At least 3 box worths of it. Not cheating, no action replays, no power save. Legitimately shiny Pokemon. Now, some of those are the X and Y little method. I haven't used it in Oris yet, the little call out, or Oris, wow, and Sun and Moon. I haven't used the call out method yet or whatever, but some of them are X and Y method, where you go to a friend park and you spam there for like an hour or whatever until you get a shiny Pokemon. So some of those were those, but I have at least 3 box worth. But these two, and there's 2 of them, there's 2 for a reason. These 2 are on the top of the list, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Squirtle and Charmander. Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, you can't catch those. That doesn't count. I know, but it's Squirtle and Charmander. So the story behind those is really quick and easy. I had a bunch of eggs. I was surfing, or I was trying to find a shiny Squirtle, and I was trying to find a shiny Charmander. And after a good couple of 100 eggs, they magically appeared. Now, it's nothing special about those stories, but come on. Shiny Charizard is one of my favorite shinies, period. It's a great color. It's black. It's just it just brings out, I don't know, it just makes him look so awesome. And Blastoise, although I don't really like his shiny too much, it was still cool to have a shiny starter. You know, I mean, unless you reset your game over and 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 over, you don't really get shiny starters. So I cherish those moments. I cherish those moments where I get something that is rare, and I will put these 2 together on the top of the list. I love my Charmander and I love my Squirtle. They are on my X and Y right now, or my Y version, not both. They're on Y, and I had to take a look back at them before I made this list because I forgot how many shiny I had. So I hope you guys enjoyed the list. I've never done anything like this before. I might do it again. I might do the worst shinies that I've ever gotten. But again, leave what your favorite shiny is down below in the comment section. Whether you caught it, whether you didn't catch it, leave that also. And that's it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. So to all my Pokemon masters out there, happy shiny hunting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.